Hello, everyone. Well, anybody who's been watching the news or anybody who lives in Texas knows that the temperatures there have been soaring much, much hotter than in other years and other years that they've had extreme weather in Texas. The temperature is much higher, much sooner this year than any other year. And not only do they have record high heat, they also have tornadoes and thunderstorms sweeping through the um, Texas mainland, and also there's tornadoes in Colorado and Wyoming. And so we are um, in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Texas, and we want them to stay safe and stay out of the heat. And if that means leaving Texas, then so be it, because Texas is not a safe place to be right now. It's not safe because the energy grid could go down and thousands of people could die from the heat exposure. And so we feel you, Texas. We feel you, and we feel your pain. And anybody who cares about the fate of the Texans can donate, to the Red Cross or whoever is on the ground helping in Texas with the heat exposure and the high temperatures, because the temperatures are hotter than humans can survive in. I mean, there's a heat index of 125, so it actually has a real impact on the body as if it were 125 degrees. And that's in certain parts of Texas, and maybe it's Laredo. But um, the rest of Texas, there's heat indexes of 114 to 117 through most of Texas. And that is um, really hot. That's really hot and has that effect on the body as if it were that hot. The real temperatures might be around 99, but um, the feel, the real feel of the Texas heat is in the uh, 100 teens, and so um, all they can do is run their air conditioner. That's all they can do to keep away the heat. And they have a campaign going in Texas right now to limit how long you have your air conditioner on for, and how much you use your air conditioner to keep the power usage down. They're trying to keep down the power usage, and people are pretty much complying. And because of that, the grid hasn't gone down yet in Texas, but it could. It could go down. The grid could go down um, soon as this week if the demand for AC exceeds what they're capable of producing in, as far as electricity. And then the grid could fail, and there could be brownouts or blackouts. And it's really hot. It's really hot, so they need that AC. But pretty so far, the people have been pretty good about complying with the standing order to limit the use of electricity. So, what does all this mean? What can we make of this? Well, um, some people are claiming that it's due to global warming. That global warming is causing this meltdown in Texas, and it could well be global warming. We don't know if it's global warming or not, but it could well be global warming. And if it is global warming, then um, we need to limit our use of fossil fuels. But if it isn't global warming, um, we might want to make changes anyway, just in case. So this time in Texas, we're with you, Texas. We're standing in solidarity with you, and make sure you get your. We're going to make sure you get your needed supplies for surviving the heat, because it's really hot, and not everyone can move out of Texas on a dime and move to a northern state where there's less heat and humidity and less tornadoes. So we want to give. I know the American Red Cross always takes care of emergency situations. I don't know if they're on the ground there in Texas right now or not, but the American Red Cross usually takes care of such things. So give generously to however you can help these folks in Texas. And also in the news is this submarine off the coast of Nova Scotia. It's exploring the Titanic. Well, it got caught underwater, and it's all over the news. They're talking about how this submarine is got a billionaire aboard, and some rich people, some very wealthy people that paid $250,000 a piece just to go down to the bottom of the ocean, and now they're caught. Now they're trapped somewhere in the ocean, and we don't know where they're at. Okay, and the thing is bolted shut, so there's no way out. There's no way out of the submarine, and it's a very sad situation, because they're as good as dead at this point. They're still carrying on the search, but even if they find them, they won't be able to bring them up to the surface. They won't be able to bring them up to the surface. No way. So it's very sad. It's a very sad situation, and the submarine is designed to be bolted shut from the outside, so that no one can try to open an escape hatch and kill everyone aboard, in case there's anyone insane enough to do that. But what it means is, if the submarine comes to the surface, and it's still bolted shut, nobody can get out, and they can be smothered to death even though they're on the surface of the ocean. So, or it could have gotten trapped underwater by the Titanic wreckage itself. They could be. I think the first place they should have looked is the Titanic wreckage, because that's where it was headed, and could be if something fell on top of them, like a piece of the Titanic fell on top of them and trapped their sub underwater. It is possible. So pray for the families of the afflicted submarine, and that's all we can do, is pray for their families, because they're probably goners at this point. They haven't found them yet, and they're probably goners at this point, but we don't know. We have no way of knowing if they can rescue them or not. So that's it for this week, and hope you're having a great summer. It's a scorcher out there. It's really hot weather, and I'll see you next time.